Okay, quick question. How long has Gumball Watterson been in middle school? Seriously, how many episodes? How many disasters, timelines, supernatural events, and literal universe resets has he survived?
As I should be dieting.
No, thanks, dude.
And he's still in the same class? With the same friends?
Hey, partner.
Oh, Fuzzy! You haven't changed at all.
Oh, so it's congenital.
Oh, Darwin, this is Fuzzy, my BFF.
In the same grade?
This pie chart is an illustration of the
Wearing the same clothes? Day after day after day. And what about Darwin? He's been the adorable little brother for years now. Still innocent, still sweet, still the same.
Lucas, get off of me, or I'll kiss you back. Maybe we're bored of each other. Don't say that. So what, you don't want to hang out with me anymore?
Of course I want to hang out with you.
And Anais? Literal genius toddler.
How about we hold an election to choose a...
Never got older, never moved up a year. She's still sitting at a computer half her size, solving quantum theory like it's a homework problem.
Okay, here we go.
Meanwhile, Richard and Nicole haven't aged a day.
Remember what you were like when we fell in love.
Eyes for incredible.
The teachers haven't changed. The school hasn't updated. The town hasn't grown. The bus still picks them up on the same street. Every single morning.
Hey guys! Oh, why the long face? Feeling gloomy?
One, his face is long because he tried to show like he's too old to go to school. Two, no, Mom didn't buy it.
And 3, yes, I'm feeling gloomy.
You might think, well, yeah, it's a cartoon. That's how it works. But this isn't just a cartoon. This is the Amazing World of Gumball, a show that knows it's a cartoon.
The plate to your left is the bad food, like liver and stuff.
Then why is it affecting the...
Otherwise.
I don't see how that proves I'm a poser.
So you're saying...
One that constantly breaks the fourth wall, mocks its own format, and turns traditional storytelling on its head.
And that brings us back to now. I know they'll blame me, but it was one sad or the smaller we appear to salty little people who can't fly because they're losers and therefore blame you for every little thing, even though they kind of...
So when something weird like time never moving forward happens in Gumball, it's not a plot hole.
Gumball!
Dude, I think we just broke time.
We never have to worry about time again!
It might be a clue. Because what if this world, Elmore, isn't just looping for fun? What if Gumball and his entire family are stuck?
This is the end, guys. Show's over.
Not just in a school year, but in a time loop? Look, most cartoons freeze their characters in place. Bart Simpson's been 10 for over 30 years.
I like you. I really do. It's just...
Stewie Griffin's still a baby despite knowing Latin and operating firearms.
Language except English? Yo quiero pancake. Donne-moi pancake. Click, click.
A 10 gauge? Man, I've never handled one of these before.
We get it. But Gumball doesn't play by those same rules. It references its own timeline all the time.
What happened? Dude, we're frozen in time. Think how fast we just turned that page.
Gumball and Darwin remember previous episodes.
I've definitely seen all this. Oh, not now. Or is it flash forward? Flash rewatch? No.
They recall lessons they've learned, or pretend they have. Characters carry grudges. Continuity, while loose, exists. And yet, no one grows up. Even in episodes that involve major events, like Penny breaking out of her shell or Rob getting trapped in the void, nothing pushes the world forward.
What?
Why did they stop me? Transformation is the only chance they have of escape in this world. Oh no, it started.
It all resets, or warps, or somehow loops back to normal. It's like the world absorbs.
But her whole house is gone. It's like the world folded in on itself again.
There are moments when Gumball straight up comments on the passage of time. He jokes about being stuck in school forever. Characters reference how nothing ever changes in Elmore. There's even an episode where they try to do something new, and the universe literally won't let them. That's not cartoon logic. That's a closed loop. And once you start noticing it, you can't stop. Every episode is just another day. The same school, the same chaos, the same reset. Gumball and Darwin live in a world where time exists, but growth doesn't. So the question is, why? If you've ever noticed that Gumball's world feels a little too frozen in time, and you're starting to wonder if it's more than just cartoon logic, give this video a like, and make sure to subscribe, because next we're diving into the episodes that hint something much weirder is going on in Elmore. And trust me, it only gets stranger from here. Let's talk about repetition.
Here's the remote! What's going on here? Here's the remote! Oh man, I pressed the remote! Here's the remote! An infinite loop! Here's the remote!
Not the Gumball learned a lesson and forgot it by next week kind of repetition. Every cartoon does that. We're talking about something different, something more deliberate. Because in Gumball, there are moments, specific, unsettling moments, where it feels like the characters aren't just repeating events.
First, the car was destroyed. Everyone was angry at me, but it wasn't my fault. Then I lost Penny, and Mom and Dad broke up. And none of it was my fault.
They're stuck in them.
But I flashed back for too long. Guys, trust me! We've done all...
Take the disaster. Gumball gets frustrated with how the day is going and literally rewinds reality until he gets a better outcome.
Okay, we just have to set the clock back to 0 and everything will be fine. Spin it.
Not figuratively, actually rewinds.
Dude, I think you spun it too far.
Back a little.
Again and again.
What's his problem? Spin it again. And stop.
Until everything goes his way.
We didn't think this through. If our past selves get iced, it means our now selves will never exist.
What is that?
Disappear into nothingness.
We just put a trampoline at the bottom of the cliff.
Why didn't I think of that?
But you did.
Just not the first time.
He doesn't just change events, he alters the timeline.
Hey, stop it! None of you should be here anyway. It's gonna be bad news.
The saviors have returned. The prophecy was true. What do you know?
Then in the future, Rob, one of the only characters who's aware of the truth, tries to warn Gumball that time is falling apart.
I warned you! Everyone you love!
He's panicked, desperate.
You fools! I did all this for a reason. Don't you understand what's going on in Elmore? You have lived in ignorance about what's going to happen here. Or listen to what I have to say. It might just...
He even says the timeline is collapsing. Gumball laughs it off.
Rob? Who's hiding behind this mask? Oh no, sorry everyone.
I did all this for a reason. Don't you understand what's going on in Elmore?
And then Rob disappears, sucked into the void.
They stopped me. Transformation is the only chance they have of escaping to the other place.
Again. In the Copycats, Gumball meets alternate versions of himself.
What is going on here? What is going on here?
In the night, he enters the subconscious minds of other characters. In the remote, a battle over the TV turns into a full-on war that resets reality 3 separate times.
She planned this whole thing from the start. First, she gave Mom the idea to buy a new...
And the remote she smashed upstairs must have been a decoy.
What kind of cartoon does this? What kind of cartoon lets its characters destroy and rebuild time, like it's part of the school curriculum? More importantly, why don't they ever seem surprised? It's like they know they're in a loop, but they've stopped questioning it, which is exactly what happens when you've been living the same day forever. Let's zoom out and look at Elmore itself. Think about how nothing ever really changes in the town. No one ages. No one moves. No one graduates. There are no new teachers, no new students. The The same arguments, the same conflicts, the same routines play out, just slightly remixed. Even when big events happen, like Penny revealing her true form, it gets folded back into the loop. She stays the same person, still Gumball's love interest, still part of the same school, still in the same setting. The transformation doesn't change anything beyond the surface. Time in Elmore doesn't progress, it circles.
Work! It's important to be useful. Look at me, I got it all set up, I shower, I come to work, I work all day, I go home, I go to sleep.
And the strangest part, everyone seems okay with that. There's no future, no past, just the now, stretched into infinity. An endless loop of Monday mornings, half-eaten breakfasts, classroom antics, and off-the-rails adventures. It's like a perfect loop simulation, where every major change is undone and every memory becomes just another file in the system, ready to reload. If you're thinking this sounds more like a video game than a cartoon town, you might be onto something. Because the deeper theory here isn't just that time is frozen, it's that time is being deliberately reset. Maybe by something inside Elmore, maybe by Gumball himself.
Let's go back a little.
Or maybe by us, the viewers, unknowingly restarting the world every time we press play. So if Elmore is stuck in a loop, if time resets, no one grows, and the world keeps spinning in the same absurd patterns, the natural next question is,
But her whole house is gone. It's like the world folded in on itself again.
who's keeping the loop going? Some fans point to Rob, the glitch-like villain who literally falls into the void and returns with the knowledge that something is very wrong. He's the only one who remembers past resets. He's constantly trying to break the pattern, but the universe always swallows him back up, like it's rejecting his awareness.
You fools! I did all this for a reason. Don't you understand what's going on in Elmore? You have lived in ignorance about what's going to happen here, or listen to what I have to say. It might just...
Then there's the idea that the void itself is the source, a digital purgatory where forgotten episodes, characters, and stories get dumped.
On 3, 2, 1. And sometimes it makes mistakes.
Do you think the world thought Molly was...
If I was the world, I'd be pretty bummed to have come up with someone as boring.
On second thought, maybe we should just forget about Molly and Janice and stuff. I don't remember Molly anyway. And if the world decided that she was...
In the void, Gumball and Darwin literally enter this space, and it's full of deleted ideas and broken logic.
Look, children, all the mistakes the world has ever made. Arts, Laserdisc, the mullet.
Guys, it's my...
What if the void isn't a side effect of the loop, but the system that maintains it? Another theory is that it's Gumball, not consciously, but emotionally. Think about it. He's the only character who thrives in chaos. He breaks the fourth wall. He makes meta jokes. He mocks continuity. He knows things don't make sense, and he likes it that way. Maybe he's not trapped in the loop. Maybe he's the one holding it together. Because here's a darker idea. What if the loop continues, not because someone's keeping them there, but because Gumball doesn't want to leave? Let's think about this. Gumball is a kid, a smart one. But emotionally, he's fragile, insecure, always looking for control in a world that doesn't make sense, not even by cartoon standards. And what's the one thing he can control? The story. He can rewind reality, pause time, break the fourth wall, talk to the narrator, joke his way out of anything, even death. He survives explosions, collapses, erasures, all by just not taking anything seriously.
Gumball!
Dude, I think we just broke time.
It's the perfect defense mechanism. And maybe, just maybe, he figured out that growing up means losing all of that. Losing Darwin as a sidekick. Losing the comfort of school. Losing the daily reset button. Losing the ability to start over. So he stalls, and the world stalls with him. The characters don't age, not because the writers forgot, but because Gumball won't let them. He wants things to stay fun, safe, rewindable, because change is terrifying and endings are worse. And maybe that's the creepiest part of all. The loop isn't a curse, it's a wish. The more you watch The Amazing World of Gumball, the more you realize the jokes, while brilliant, are starting to feel a little haunted. There's something deeply human about laughing to avoid facing something harder, something scarier. Gumball lives in a world where everything resets, because he's afraid of what happens when it doesn't. No goodbyes, no growth, no finality. Just one more joke, one more episode, one more day that looks just like the last. And sure, it's funny, until it isn't. Until you realize the time loop might not just be a theory, it might be a mirror. Because maybe this isn't about Gumball being trapped. Maybe it's about how we, as viewers, keep him there. We rewatch, we rewind, we never want the story to end, so it doesn't. If this theory gave you goosebumps, or made you look at Elmore just a little differently, give this video a like, and hit subscribe for more deep dives into the shows that look like comedy, but hide something way stranger just beneath the surface.